Posterity, the podcast with Aaron Michael Fox and Eric Krzan is starting now.
Blah, blah, blah.
You're listening to For Posterity, the podcast
Blah, blah, blah.
with Aaron Michael Fox and
Eric Krzan.
And with us in the studio today, we've got an extra special guest. Welcome,
This is Shank. What's going on, people?
Chris Shanklin in the house. So how are we going to start this off, fellas? Episode 23 of For
Is
Posterity.
it Chris or Christopher? Like, do you have a preference?
It doesn't matter, man. Actually, on stage, under a black sheep, they've been calling me Christopher more because that's what my Facebook page is under.
Yeah.
So I just stuck with it, man.
Just call him Nigga Shank and we'll be good to go.
Oh, shit, damn. Yeah, I am that nigga Shank. Don't just say nigga
That
Shank.
Nigga Shank. With the views that you don't agree with.
The angry black man in the house.
The angry black man.
Angry black man, Christopher Shanklin. He's not really angry. He's more upset because he has a lazy eye and a lisp. Like, it's not really anger. It's more of a, fuck you, God type thing.
Just welcome
It
the
ain't really
irritated
fuck you
black
guys,
man.
but fuck all of y'all for picking on me for all these Now I'm grown. Yeah, I'm going to start fucking with y'all now, too. You feel
No,
me?
I had to say, in all honesty, Shank is the most comfortable person with who he is. Because I have to say, if I had a lazy eye and a stutter and a speech impediment
And I walk
and a
crooked.
lazy eye,
You got that I walk crooked and everybody thought it was gay for the longest
and
time.
I swayed my arms like a faggot, and I really like musicals, I wouldn't be that comfortable in my skin as he is. He is the most comfortable person. I respect him for just being him.
Dude.
And rocking the Mujahideen beard.
Yeah, dude. He's got the whole,
Who else am I going to be?
like he's got a Con Air pick that he picks his beard with. That shit is amazing to me. Who picks their beard? Angela Davis didn't pick her afro. This motherfucker picked his beard.
Yeah, everything going good today. Okay, this shit ain't stopping me. Just making sure. Oh, no.
That was Shank running off to check the camera.
Yeah, we actually did a podcast. I have my own podcast on Reverb Nation, Shooting the Shit with Shank.
We can't afford
Yeah,
Reverb Nation.
We don't plug other people's podcasts.
We're poor.
Well, I'll put the hell out there. We just did episode 13 of My House on Sunday, and the camera cut out, so we still got audio that y'all can check out, but no YouTube feed. So that's why I was checking the camera, because I'm trying to hit all areas. You know what I'm
We
saying?
generally focus on just the audio with For Posterity.
I dig it.
But it was a good episode.
Great episode, man.
Yeah,
Shooting the
last
Shit with
week,
Shank.
yeah,
Yeah,
Shank's
that was
episode. Yeah, episode 13. Check it out on Reverb Nation.
Shout out to Juan in the building. He held it down.
Mr. in the building.
They do be saying, why did that shit is?
Mr. in the building held it down with his Lupe Fiasco looking ass.
Yo, I won't say that's my nigga, but man, grown as hell got a mohawk and shit. That shit crazy. Man. Grown as fuck, man. That shit
That's
crazy.
fine. He's okay with that. As long as Weekend got whatever the fuck he got going on in his head, Juan is cool.
Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. Weekend's a different kind of individual, though. You know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of dude.
I like it. I like Weekend.
That's
honestly
one of those phrases, it is what it is, that totally straddles racial lines. Like that's country, basically.
It is.
Juan is, he's...
But back to Weekend, he's like a drugged up Michael Jackson to me. That's why I fuck with him.
So Michael Jackson.
I agree. It's also...
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when I'm fucked, and that's the real me. Just picture Mike talking about being fucked up the whole time.
Yeah.
Back to Weekend.
I'm about to go to sleep and never wake up again.
Yeah. I mean, it's the truth, though. That's Mike fucked up.
What's that word? Go ahead and fuck my life up.
Man, that was the weirdest one. Everybody's going to laugh at this because I'm throwing out another. When I was opening for Bruce, but when I was opening for Bruce, Mike had just died. And that was a major hot button issue. Like I learned,
Dude, that was a big deal when that
I
happened.
learned real quick as the only white guy on an all
birthday.
black show not to even.
For real?
Really?
Dude, my birthday is June 25th.
That sucks,
Dude,
man.
he died on my birthday. It's 2009 to be exact.
Yeah, I remember.
Dude, I'm sitting there celebrating at my damn house, and Michael Jackson dies.
Yeah, that killed
Like,
your whole party.
Dude, you died. Dude.
Really? What do you do after that? Like, you can't just be like, all right, more fucking...
Dude, it's my birthday. We just got drunk and played.
More Cavassier for the niggas. Like, you can't do that.
More what? How'd you say that again?
Cavassier. He said Curvassier. That's how it's spelled. C-O-U-R.
More Curvassier.
But no, I just sat there and got drunk and played Michael Jackson the rest of the day like it was my birthday no more. You know what I'm saying? We are more than Michael Jackson being dead.
We have a Michael
Maybe
Jackson
2010,
tribute that you can look up whenever. We did a Michael Jackson tribute
I fucked with Mike.
years ago.
A change.
I'm going to make a change for once in my life.
It's gonna feel real good.
Enough to eat, I'm not too blind, pretending not to see them weird.
A broken bottle top
And a one-man show. Follow each other on the winds, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know.
Y'all got this shit. Fuck.
Woo!
That's Michael Jackson, Ric Flair.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's Michael Jackson, Ric Flair. I can't tell what you. You're mixed. You can give my both.
I do like Ric Flair a lot.
Just like,
Woo!
Man, that was the hottest thing when I was in high school, to just walk up to somebody and just in the chest. Woo!
Smack him in the chest. Woo!
man, it used to be that for us. And the other thing, just tell you how rowdy people were in Bluefield. We used to sit there and just run up to people and say, Grexy. You know what I'm saying? You know how Grexy would bash you against like the wall real quick.
No, you was on some completely different white shit than we was on.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Well, we'll
That's
bash you
too
against the wall real
Caucasian
quick.
for me.
Grexy.
Oh, Gretzky. Wow. I know. My bad. No, I get completely what you're saying. Don't record that.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dude,
You're wearing your Bryant jersey, talking about hockey.
Last game tonight.
the last game tonight, man.
Dude, Bryant's
Yeah.
last game is tonight.
Yeah,
Whether you're a sports fan or not, that's kind of a big deal.
yeah. What time's the game?
Shit, I want to say 10:30.
Might have to watch that.
10:30, I want to say. They're going against the Utah Jazz. I couldn't
Don't
be wrong.
watch it. It's not going to be worth anything. He's not going to do anything,
No,
dude.
I'm gonna watch it because this is my favorite player since Magic Johnson. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm gonna watch it anyway. But
What should be like a dunk competition after you don't watch it?
He's not going to do anything. He's just going to be lazy the whole game and not do shit.
see, that's the whole thing. If
He's going to sit back and reminisce on raping bitches, and he's not even going to
he's not gonna break nobody today, though.
He's not going to rape nobody, but he's going to think about how fun it was when he did.
I mean, he ain't raped that bitch. He did not rape that bitch.
I don't think he did either, honestly.
They felt like 3 different sperms in that bitch that day.
Yeah, she's kind of...
She felt like 3
She's a hoe.
Ho!
I say that you's a hoe.
Ho!
Use a hole.
Ho! Yo, whatever happened to Ludacris, man? Like, granted, his last album was pretty decent and nobody...
Yeah, but
He
that's...
fell off a table,
He
man.
fell off a long time ago, man. He fell off.
But his last album was like last year.
When he had the painted up midget
Yeah.
around his necklace, like it was a real thing. Like we had an actual midget. That was the end of Ludacris.
Feels like I got a midget
But
hanging around my necklace.
I like that.
It was a real nigga like, hey!
I like that motherfucker. Like, he can rap his ass.
He is good, but he kind of fell off, though.
No, he did.
What was the last big hit he had? Because Rosa Parks had to be close to
No, that was...
That's Outkast.
You're right. I'm
Damn
sorry.
you the fuck.
I'm
God,
sorry.
you right up there with fucking Andrew
All
Best.
niggas look alike. To white folks.
He's right there with Andrew Best and...
Yo!
Was it Chuck D and
Andrew
OPP?
We said OPP.
He said, wasn't Chuck D and Naughty by Nature? And I was like, no. But could you imagine if Chuck D was in Naughty by Nature? OPP, how can I explain it? I'll take it from my frame it. I have it all jumping short and saying it. Oh, it's for other peaceful people scratch the temple. Sorry, Bernie Mac.
That was Bernie Mac at the end. Gonna be some furniture moving around in here.
Oh, God. Bernie Mac is such a fucking, like, he had a set on Def Comedy Jam that I hated.
Okay.
And he would just...
When I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Yeah. He would just...
That's to me the best short set ever.
No, I hate
The
it.
best short set
Because he would say something that wasn't even that funny. He would, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. And then everybody would laugh.
Do you know the story behind it, though?
It doesn't matter. It was not a
Okay,
good
well, I'm going to tell you the
set.
story behind it since you... I thought it was a great set, but I'm going to tell you the story behind it. What happened was, the way that show went, of course, it's like, let's say one of our shows at Black Sheep, where there's like 15-some people, just they only recording like 3 or 4 to actually go to the show. You know what I'm saying? So, the guy right before him bombed. Terribly. People booing him. I mean, it's really
That
fucking
happened
bad.
a lot on Black Comedy.
But it's really fucking bad. So, Bernie Mac, at the time...
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
So, you know what I'm saying? He went out there, and then that's why he kept saying, I ain't scared of you, because the guy right before him just got booed something terrible. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of you. So, no matter what, he was saying shit that didn't have nothing to do with people being
But
scared.
it was funny the way he just did it the whole time. He's like,
That's what made it
I ain't
so
scared of you motherfuckers. And then he play music, and he'd do a little dance.
Yeah,
and then he'd
kick
stop.
it! Kick it!
Yeah, I remember that set.
But it worked. It worked.
No, it wasn't.
That was his get her done.
I hate it, though. But he's much better than that,
But
though.
that's the set that made
Bernie
him.
Mac was fucking amazing.
But that's the set that made him.
That's sad that made him. Because
Why is that
after that, I was like, I'm done with this nigga. Like, that's
The
it's a
original
gimmick.
King set. The original King
Oh my
set was the
god,
best.
dude! We
That
talk
was-
about blowjobs. What the fuck you looking at me for?
So that's his best set. That's his best set, I agree. But that's the one that got him that popularity for him to be able to do the Kings of Comedy and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, the Kings of Comedy was kind of his pinnacle too.
I get that, but he was amazing. But he didn't have to resort to that. I ain't scared of you, mother. Every fucking 10 minutes.
That was early Bernie Mac. No,
but he was funny before that.
It was just a... Yo, that's his
That's
first...
like Robin Harris doing the fucking
that's like his
Baby's
first big...
kid.
Okay, well, as far as the Baby's kids or Robin Harris, I ain't gonna
Dude,
lie.
Robin Harris was fucking hilarious, dude.
I think he's funny as shit, too, but the whole thing I got with him is that I watched the documentary on him, and I lost a little respect, and I'm going to tell you why, because he couldn't really leave Compton. Like, pretty much just one of them things.
All right, yeah.
He went everywhere else, and he was still making people laugh, but he wasn't comfortable with it. So when HBO hollered at him, they had to sit there and make Compton Hollywood for a day.
He
Just
was
so
very confident, but he was fucking funny though, dude.
He was,
Robin Harris.
but-
You know where Robin Harris, right?
No,
You know who Robin Harris is?
I know
Baby's kids.
yeah, I know the name, but I'm drawing a blank on it.
Dude, he's great, but the
He
thing
is
is,
great.
it's like, okay, picture like this.
But he's all personality.
Picture if I, like, let's say I kill in Huntington. You feel me? But now I go to Bluefield, I don't kill. I go to Beckley, I don't go. Wherever the fuck else.
The big cities.
Yeah, well.
He's like Vinny the Don, only Robin Harris. I'm not trying to, Vinny. I'm not trying to shit on you. I know it's the second time I said something bad about you.
In two
back-to-back podcasts. Vinny, I think your personality is hilarious. I think your charisma is hilarious. You just have to be. You have to have something that everybody can relate to. And I think Robin Harris actually had something everybody could relate to, but he didn't know how to relay it to everybody without the whole. You know what I mean?
I get where you come from.
The whole Bernie Mac
Vinny
impression.
his energy.
He's a very funny guy, and he has energy.
Yes, his energy, his fucking stage presence, everything about him is funny. But if he only talks about stuff that 3 people know about.
But I sit there and say this, though. Also, I do sit there and I want someone blame it on Bluefield. I feel like if he leaves more and goes to a different, you know what I'm saying?
Are you doing another Bluefield show?
I don't know when it's going to go down, but eventually it's going to go down.
Can I be on it?
Of course you can. You were supposed to be on this one.
Yeah, I was in
but you
Florida.
weren't here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually wanted Ian Nolte to be the headliner.
Oh my god!
I didn't know that.
Fucking Ian Nolte and Bluefield would have been epic.
That's my original idea.
One time we did a dive show at Stats Bar in Barbersville, and they had a jukebox.
Where they had the bombing.
And they had a jukebox. Yeah, and they had a jukebox, and Ian Nolte put a quarter in and played Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With in front of all the. Like we're all sitting in the bar, and all of a sudden we hear, "Wow, Tiger Style." Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, and Ian just loses it. Yeah. Dude, that was the best shit ever. He's like, they shouldn't have put it in the jukebox if they didn't want me to play it.
Pretty much, like the way the Bluefield show even went down. It was on Valentine's Day, believe it or not. I got a random hit on my inbox. Your dude was like, "Yo, would you want to do the show on Bluefield?" And I'm like, "Of course, just let me know." Like, of course, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Adam was ecstatic.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when, of course, I was going to hit up Andrew. Everybody knows I'm going to hit Andrew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's your
You know what I'm
partner.
saying? That's my partner. Plus, that's also my ride. Andrew, we wanted that, but yeah, that's also my ride. So I had to be over hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Then I hit up Ian Nolte first thing right after that. Hell, I hit Ian Nolte up first thing after that, and Ian said he had like a film festival to go to. So that's why I just put the shit in the open mic comedy for everybody to jump on. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying?
Of course, Culver was on it.
You know what I'm saying? Corver jumped
Because he's
on,
from there.
and I hit Vinny. Now, I'll be honest with you, I expected to headline that show. The reason I didn't headline it, a lot of people been asking me, I'm going to put that out in the room. You know what I'm saying? Put that out.
Why
there.
didn't you?
Okay, I'm going to tell you the reason why I didn't headline.
Yeah, please tell me. Can I get one of those real cigarettes?
Mm-hmm.
What, you're not liking your
Right
Ace
here.
cigarettes there, Aaron?
No, the A-cigarettes are not doing it for me.
No. Anyway, the reason that happened the way it did, I'm sitting there getting my shit together and everything, and then he sat there and texted me and told me that the way they looked at it in Bluefield, they thought that he should headline and I should bring him out. Now, granted, I should have researched this more. I'm not saying that that's not what happened, that it's not real, just
I'm not even saying he didn't do a good job.
he did. But I will say that from a comedian standpoint, from hearing everybody else's feedback, he wasn't ready for that role.
But
that
at
day.
the show,
But
he
it
brought
did-
the house down.
He rocked for that show, and that's why
Yes.
I still feel confident.
Don't feel bad about
No,
putting
I feel
him as headliner.
confident. It's just the thing that pissed me off about it, and it wasn't even him that pissed me off. It was everybody else coming to me afterwards. Like, you know, I think everybody else who watched the show afterwards weren't giving him that same love. that he
But
got
you have
there.
a lot of comedian friends
Yeah.
who understand how comedy works.
Really?
He does have a lot of comedy friends.
But that understand how comedy
They-
works?
For the most part,
For the most
you
part.
can't be completely regional and have jokes that only pertain to that set.
Oh, I see.
Correct. And that's, I'll be honest, other people who have talked to me after that show who have been trying to actually book shows and shit with people. And that's another thing that's good about me posting a video of you.
Adam Culver was the MVP of that show. And
You know
nobody saw that coming.
I'm sitting there and tell you this.
I didn't see the show, so I got to take your word
As
for it.
far as the Adam Corver thing goes, I'll be honest with you. I've heard positive and negative about everybody that was there. Period. You hear me? Everybody.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna
And you
tell
should.
No, I'm going to sit there and tell you is that I've had at least 5 people come to me and tell me that Corver had the best set. And
Culver had the best set.
I'll be honest with you.
I'm not just saying it because I live with him, and I may be homeless if I don't. The fact is, Culver had, and he'd never done 15 minutes before. He was nervous, but he carried that whole
I was
set.
going to say this. I got a lot of love about mine, but I would sit there and say that I think that Andrew Best had a really, really good set. And the reason why I sit there and say this because considering that the mic went out on him twice.
Best did have a
And
good
he kept
set.
going, like, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't compromise the style. The thing about me is that I still compromise my style for that show. Let's be honest with you. I'm not a real tough dude. He's been around me. I hang with a lot of gangster motherfuckers, but that's not me.
No, it's
Especially not on stage. On stage. You know what I'm saying? So,
I never understood the whole fucking I'm an angry black man with the lazy eye and the lisp and the stutter. Like, it never made sense to me.
but you get it now, though.
The
You get around
irritated
it.
black man.
But you get it now, though.
Yeah, I get
You
it.
get it now.
I
but you
get it.
now more.
Yeah, I get it. But at the, it's not. I'm not completely sold on it. Like, you don't pull it off, I think, as well as you think maybe in your head that you pull it off.
And that's
And I don't mean that as a... Don't laugh. You're making it sound like I'm a dick right now.
that's
Totally
And I'm trying to be supportive because Shank has a great thing going. Like, he has a gimmick, and it works for the most part.
To
But
paraphrase you, Shanklin, you've got a great thing going. You're just not doing it well.
yes, that is what I'm saying in a less asshole form.
Well, what I was going to say is that as far as the whole angry black man gimmick goes, it came from my second set of Black Sheep. You know what I'm saying? The ABS set. And for whatever reason, that stuck. Like,
Yeah.
all the people who have, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the connects I've got has actually been through that set, believe it or not, because you're on network a lot with the internet and shit. So that shit just stuck. So it got to a point where, honestly, before I was calling myself the angry black man, people were calling me that just based off of that set and just never.
Is that something you want, though? Is that something you want to embrace?
Here's the thing.
Like, just because they call you a nigga don't mean you should be a nigga.
Fuck you. But I feel where you're coming from. I mean, that's a great analogy, though. It's a great
Fuck
analogy.
you, but I agree.
No, just cause,
That's like a boo into applause out of the audience.
Okay, but
Boo!
all right, pretty much what it was is that it just got to a point where it just stuck, bro. And is that what am I happy with it? I guess I was happy because it became somewhat proper to a certain extent. You feel me? Like,
That's only because it's easy for you.
now, granted, right now, if you notice, I've been trying to move out of that.
Yeah.
If you notice my last 2 sets, like one was a bomb. It wasn't just because I was unprepared. That was one reason, but 2 was because
Yeah, that was Eric's fault.
That was a great set.
no, that one wasn't a bomb. I'm talking about the one
No,
before
it wasn't. The one before was a complete
Before was a
bomb.
bomb. But it was also like it was 2 reasons. One is that I was unprepared, and 2, I haven't been angry since like February something. Like I've been pretending to be angry for about a month.
Yeah,
and a
but
half.
it's all,
That's when you started getting someone
exactly
regular.
like don't pretend to be something you're not.
Exactly. So right now I'm just shanking. This next set I do, I'm just gonna be shanking. We're gonna see where it goes with that. You know what I'm saying?
You got something prepared for 420?
Not per se.
Not
but
like 420 specific.
no, like
Specific.
talking about the show, of course. Talking about the show.
Specific.
Here's the thing.
You got anything Atlantic going
Western
on?
time.
I had something I had something I was working on. I had used a little bit of it on that last show, but that was really just an idea that I used. So I still have an idea going. Like it's not gonna be too angry. You feel me? Like I was angry as fuck on the podcast Sunday, but that was, and you said that was the first time you see me mad for real.
Yeah, but that was funny though.
Yeah, but I was pissed the fuck off for real.
I'm still laughing at that. Still. For no
Speaking
reason.
of that, granted, this is just
For absolutely no reason whatsoever.
as y'all see, I got my phone back off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going.
Did you
I
get?
noticed
You got
that.
this? That's your phone back, or you got a new one?
This is my actual phone back. First thing after the situation, he got out. He gave me my phone, but look at that car. I was in that.
That's from a building.
Oh man,
See it though, but yeah, that's.
we got to post that picture so the viewing audience knows what we're talking about.
I mean, I'm not.
It's
yeah.
a car missing the entire driver's side of it.
Yeah, and I'm going to pass inside. Thank God. Just saying.
Because there was a building on the driver's side.
Tree. Granted, either way it goes, just
He hit a large, non-moving object. Is the point?
yeah. But I was drinking. But
The
I wasn't
tree didn't really
motherfucking
dart
driving,
out
to
in
quote
front of it.
Mr. Herman.
Yes.
You feel me? But yeah, as far as that goes, like I said, back to that, he's going to set us what they wanted, and like I said, I still stand by that decision in Bluefield because he did rock the house that day.
He did.
And I thought that he had a great set down there. It was just the other people who look at it as far as comedian wise don't look at it the same way.
Yeah.
But if you're just a guy who's just watching it, period, just to laugh, in that area, you're going to find it hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he couldn't do that anywhere and kill.
He couldn't take that set nowhere else. I do agree with that, and I told him that. But at the same time, I do feel like he's a funny guy. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's actually, I still haven't been out of state yet performing. You know what I'm saying? I've did a couple things in this state. He's actually been to High Point, North Carolina twice. You know what I'm saying? One time he killed, the second time wasn't that great. But regardless, and you know what I'm saying? And granted, it's straight black room shit. I'll be honest, I started off wanting to be more of a black room comedian. And
Yeah, it just
That's a tough gig.
it is. And
it's very limited.
I ain't gonna front. I'm glad.
It's like playing all redneck clubs.
Okay, well, I'm glad it didn't
anytime
go to-
you pigeonhole it.
Okay, well, I'm glad it didn't go that way now, but you gotta understand the reason it didn't go that way is because of Black Sheep. Because where Black Sheep was there, and he was there my first time. I was funny, but I was still very niggerish. The second time, I was funny, but a little less niggerish. You know what I'm saying? The third time, which was my first time doing the host server problem set, which is arguably
Just
still
good.
my best set, arguably still. You know what I'm saying? It was just universal, and I took notice of that.
Right.
So I've been trying to be more universal with everything. Like, yes, still bring up all my flaws and bring them down black, but have it where it's not just set to where only black people will laugh at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, I've also got slack over that too because there's some people now who's like, "Oh, you're not doing it for
Cooning.
us." Yeah, you're doing it for us. Things like not being funny though, but everybody knows you already know I'm a very pro-black individual, but
Yeah.
these black people aren't coming to my shows.
I'm
These black
not
people,
pro-black at all.
well, but I am. But if these black people aren't coming to my shows, these black people aren't watching my podcast, and you know what I'm saying, then hell,
But
I got
the
to
same
support
way,
who's coming.
I don't exclude black people or anybody from any kind of
Right, I'm not
sentiment.
excluding it either.
But I don't put up with dumb stuff either. Like there has to be some kind of.
Well, I put up with more dumb stuff than you, and the reason why, because I'm still involved in a little bit of this dumb stuff.
What does that mean though?
Well, you the one who brought up dumb stuff first. What does it mean to you? If you asked me what the dumb stuff means, like for instance, I probably shouldn't be talking about the situation. I'm going to be very vague on it, but it is what it is. There's a local rap beef going on right now. Local rap beef to me is fucking dumb. I've been said this a long time ago on my podcast. If you remember, I had a podcast with Doc, and I was there talking to him. Was like, "Why is everybody fighting over a big piece of nothing?" He's like, "Competition is always good." No, y'all fighting over a big piece of nothing. And then they, like seriously, like if y'all win, what the fuck did you win? What did you win? A fucking brick? A fucking center block? Like what's here? What's there to win?
Yeah, I get that.
There's nothing here to win.
Inheriting the throne from K Cutta after he went to prison.
And then here's the funny thing: there's a lot of people that tell you that he didn't even have the throne. Per se, he didn't. But he was the biggest thing from her at the time.
Sadly, yeah. Unfortunately.
Here go the thing, though. All right, when you saying sadly, I feel you coming from because you're a real hip hop head. But at the end of the day, think about this.
No, I saw his set at the Funny Bone where he brought 400 people to cheer for him and beat out Josh McDonald, who clearly had a better set than he did.
You said K Cutta.
Yeah, we're talking about the rapper K Cutta.
But he also went to the fucking Funny Bone.
He did stand up one day?
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yes, he did. He did.
I ain't no cut did stand up. That shit funny to me.
That's news to me. I mean,
You were there.
I'm sure I was. Doesn't mean I remember
I
it.
did stand up.
Just because I was there doesn't mean I remember anything.
That's true. I didn't take that into
Quite a lot of the Funny Bone is a very
Either way it goes,
foggy memory.
back to the cut situation. Like I said, Cut's freestyle game was on point. I tell people all the time, and people get mad at me for saying this because of the little bad stigma with everything else going on.
Yeah, I get it.
But I told you, Cut is honestly one of the best I've heard freestyle, period, from this area. As far as Cut's drive, you got to think. The Kentucky Derby about to go on. If Cut was out, Cut would be at the Kentucky Derby. You know what I'm saying? He was at all the NCIA, whatever the name of the event, any little event going on, he was there. You feel me? And that's one thing I give him that a lot of these other local rappers aren't doing. He was at all the little spots. Now, as far as just his music goes, it's not what I would want to listen to myself, but is he doing what was popular and shit? Hell, I don't listen to this popular shit, so fuck it. If he was still popular, hell, he was still getting booked and shows out of town. I can't knock him.
We used to play him at the Funny Bone all the time because we didn't have to pay royalties.
But you know what, though? At the end of the day, that's some good exposure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he may have sold an album or two out of it.
I'm just saying. I don't know what all these. Well, I guess we do know what he sold apparently, but regardless, it is what it is, bro. I'm just saying.
Music.
I'm just saying. Huh?
Man, I guess we can say it since everybody's gone to jail now. But when Cutta and his friends were smoking blunts at the bar in the Funny Bone, I was like, "Oh, this isn't good. This club's going to close immediately," and it closed not long after.
Well, dude, when Mike Epps had the little this thing down there,
smoking a blunt on stage, you can see it in the YouTube video.
He's smoking a blunt on stage. Everybody smoking a blunt in the crowd. Like, how the fuck do you run a business like this, Mike?
You don't.
That was so ridiculous. Anytime Epps was here, he's here twice, and anytime after the show, like early show, late show, it didn't matter. We go out and find at least 25 tables that would have blunt innards where people were emptying blunts under the table and just emptied onto the floor and pack it. I mean, and
that's the reason why people don't like dealing with that chitlin circus shit now. Yeah,
there was so much weed both times Epps was here.
Y'all want to know why the Funny Bones closed? Granted, it was bad management, but then again,
no, it wasn't bad management. It's bad ownership.
Ownership, management's the same. It's
the Funny Bone,
same shit, bro.
The Funny Bone really tried to back out as soon as they got here, but it wasn't until that idiot Tom from Richmond came in that it really sank.
Well, think
You
twice.
don't pay the talent, you don't pay the hotel bills, you don't pay the food
Well,
bills.
think
don't
twice
pay-
though. Like you have to. It fucked
I'm
up.
talking about the first time. And then the second time when they reopened, they banned everybody from the original staff from coming back. And not a single person, including the general manager, had ever set foot in a comedy club before being hired down here. So go figure. You got an entire staff who doesn't know what they're doing, and it closed in 6 months. Big surprise. They banned me from the club.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it wasn't until
Is that why y'all how y'all know right now?
probably.
Real shit. Cause my man was great. You know what I'm saying? And I
Appreciate
remember I
it.
talked to you about that the other day. Like I look because I can look at this guy on YouTube and he's in Boston and New York and other places. You know what I'm saying? Like hell, I ain't been too far. Period. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be giving me love and I'm like, what? I really ain't did shit yet. You feel me? Nothing.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like I tried to take over that club after it closed the first time.
Mhm.
And like I say, I was kicked out. I wasn't allowed back. None of us were. And it wasn't until I got some investors where I was trying to buy the club that all of a sudden they rolled out the red carpet.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I'm listening to you, bro. Just making sure everything was still rolling.
Shank had to check the camera again.
Fuck yeah, I'm making sure. We lost some great footage the other fucking day. I'm saying, like, this footage I'm not trying to lose.
We got naked girls in here. We got belly dancing.
Woo!
It's a feast for the eyes and the ears.
Not really, man. I'm around two ugly motherfuckers right now. You know what I'm saying? That's really what you're about to see. Two ugly motherfuckers in Shank.
Well, that's one thing Cutter used to talk about is
Well, he said it was pretty. Don't say that.
no.
Okay, I'm about to say that now.
No, it was we're talking about racial integration in Huntington. That just like this podcast right here, you don't realize how much black and white people hang out together in Huntington until you go to Richmond and you don't see the interaction like this. In Huntington, it's kind of
This will sound so fucking racist, but the black people I know that don't hang with white people at all don't have jobs. If you have a job, period, then you have to be okay with being around white people. Because guess what? More than likely, a white person signed your check. More than likely, you're going to work with a lot of white people. Hell, my girlfriend is white. You feel me? Like, fuck the bullshit. You feel me?
Mhm.
Hell, you know what I'm saying? When I went to school, there was a white principal, there was white teachers. You know what I'm saying? I was around white students. You feel me? If you're not around white people, then you don't have anything else going on but the hustle. You dig me? That's it.
Is that what you base it off of?
Alright. You name me a black person that ain't around any white people at all. And
yeah.
you tell me what they doing.
I can't.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but okay, straight up though. If there's a black person who's around nobody white, what the fuck they doing? You're not working.
That's not true. They might be making straight to DVD.
We are in West Virginia right now. We're in West Virginia right now. I tell you like this, if they're making straight to DVD shit, they probably need a white person for editing or some shit. Some audio check or you know what I'm saying? Some type of shit. See, I'm fucking my image up even more right now. I'm just telling the truth, motherfucker. Fuck it. 'Cause I got a business, mate. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be talking to business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, I talk to photographers and graphic designers. My photographer is white.
Well, I don't think that just because you're a black whatever, like actress, actor, whatever, like that doesn't mean you have to have a job.
If you're an actor, you have a job, right?
No. That
You're an
means
actor.
you're trying to get jobs. But you can't get mad because you don't get jobs.
because you're white. Well, I missed the.
Yeah, that can't be a reason you don't get jobs because you're black.
Okay, no, that can't be a reason that you don't get jobs. I agree with that. What I'm sort of telling you is that when he was talking about the integration thing,
Yeah.
yes, there are a lot of white people that hang with black people. I have a lot of white friends, a lot of black friends. I have a lot of friends with everything. But
Yeah, I do too.
the few black friends I know that hang with no white people at all, I'll be honest with you, and I'm not going to say their names, they don't have jobs. They're not trying to do any networking or anything, because if they were networking or had a job or anything, then they would be interacting with some form of somebody other than what they are. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not too many 100% black companies in Huntington.
There's not.
I don't know that there's
It's
any.
really not.
There's not. And I guarantee you, if there is a black-owned thing in Huntington, there's probably a white dude doing the taxes or some shit. Like, there's a white
Yeah.
dude involved.
Yeah,
Being honest.
there's a Jewish guy counting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. being real with you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's about business. You know what I'm saying? People need to get on their business shit. You feel me?
I had a Jewish breakfast this morning, hoping it would help me write comedy better. It has not.
What is Jewish breakfast?
I had a bagel with a smear of cream cheese and some smoked salmon.
Fucking smoked salmon. Who has smoked salmon for breakfast?
That's one step behind
shit.
lox, eggs, and onions. Like, that's about as Jewish as it gets.
Man, all I know about Jewish people is kosher salt and shit. Passover shit. Kosher salt. Passover. They give like kosher salt.
That kills me. Like hardcore Jewish people will have like 2 refrigerators. They'll have like 2 stoves. They'll have basically 2 kitchens in their kitchen to be full kosher, to make sure that whatever doesn't touch the other thing that it's supposed to not touch, and you don't cook this with the thing. And
Hey, they dedicated.
yeah,
They're God's people supposedly, right?
apparently.
I'm just saying, like, we can go deeper into that but everything, but I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying? This is a comedy podcast.
I got a theory that my parents are like, because like
Oh Lord.
2/3 or something like
Yeah,
that.
you trying to get to it. I just said I ain't gonna bring it up, and you gonna say, "Oh Lord," right? I was like,
Dude, as soon as he mentions his parents in any kind of opinion they have, it's automatically, oh God.
This is my opinion, that something like 2/3 of the planet is Jewish, but the majority of them don't know they're Jewish because at some point in history, their ancestors like, no, I'm not Jewish. What are you talking about? like. Things got a little too heated, and they went, no, I don't know what I'm pretty sure I'm descended from Jews that didn't want to admit that they were Jews. I
I hear you.
kind of have that feeling.
You're in and out.
We can
dude.
change because
Yeah.
I can go on where, you know what I'm saying, where I read a lot of those people that think that the real Jewish people are black people and everything. You know, I'm not saying that they're not, just there's so much into that. You know what I'm saying? I know you've heard about it.
Yeah. Well, they were Arabs. Pretty sure.
I'm just saying, like, I don't like getting
Which your
into the whole
dad
thing.
loves.
Yeah, except for Jesus. Dad loves Jesus. We bring up that Jesus was, well, he wasn't an Arab. He was Aramaic. So I'm
I'm saying there's
sure
all different stories with that too.
somebody would take offense. Jesus wasn't Arab. He was Aramaic. But it's marginal, the difference culturally.
All I know is that Jesus ain't no drugged up white man who like Charles Manson that I see on these pictures.
No, he didn't
You feel
look
me?
like a young Zeus.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, pictures. Looks like Charles Manson without the swastika in those photos.
Yeah, he
You feel me
wasn't.
straight up? You dig me though? Like a young Charles Manson without the swastika.
He wasn't a
Yeah.
skinny, long-haired white guy.
No.
That much we know.
No, that nigga was a member of the Bee Gees on that damn picture. You know what I'm saying? You can
The
tell by
Bee
the
Gees.
way I walk, I'm a ladies' man.
Stay alive.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Stay alive.
I'm just saying. That's what that is.
Coming back after 3 days. Coming back after 3 days. Stay
Oh,
alive.
See, y'all making fun of Jesus. Now somebody go and sit there and watch the video like Illuminati members. You know what I'm saying?
We're totally not making fun of
Man,
Jesus.
I'm totally making fun of Jesus right now.
Man, no, this some dumb shit.
Every eye is
No.
another fucking steak in it.
There's some dumb shit right here, but nah, have I ever
What
told
are you,
y'all this
Bryce? 4 steaks?
shit? Bro,
Where's the 4th one go?
Son, has anybody ever had an Illuminati talk with you? And I don't mean to talk about the Illuminati like, you know they exist. Like, I've had people come to me and be like, Shank, would you sell your soul?
For Illuminati?
No, listen.
What's the going rate for
Did the
soul
Illuminati
these
actually
days?
come to me? No. What I'm sort of saying is that I've got to tell you with niggas who sat there and said that I was doing too much. You feel me? Remember the shit we was talking about earlier? I was like, you probably sell your soul for like, y'all, dude. I still live in Huntington. Why are we having an Illuminati conversation right now? I live in the hood. I live 2 houses up from you. Why are we having an Illuminati conversation down here?
Who's pulling the strings in Huntington, I want to know.
Nigga,
Like, who in the Illuminati is getting a cut out of pulling the puppet
I'm
strings?
gonna tell you that time. Whoever it is, they never hollered at me. They never hollered at me.
I worked at the mayor's office and I've never come across them.
I just know they would holler. If they would have hollered at me by now, I wouldn't be working at Max and Irving's no damn more. I'll tell you that much. You feel me? Like straight up.
You right there, Eric?
Yeah, hiccups.
The hiccups are back.
He's gone. Well, anyway, this nigga like Bernie Sanders, he said, he made a post earlier. There's a picture of him from stage from last Wednesday, and he said he like a brown Bernie Sanders.
That's what it looked like. That wasn't purpose. Like, I didn't do that on purpose.
Put your hand up like this.
That was fucking...
Like, that's the shit. Like, you know, like, speaking of that, are you going to run for office next time?
What?
You want to run for office next time? Are you a Democrat or Republican?
This is an interesting conversation. Here's what happened. I'm registered Republican.
You a Republican?
But fucking hiccups. Look, the only reason I'm Republican is because somebody gave me $20 to register Republican.
Y'all gotta laugh at this shit. I'm registered Democrat, but anyway, I'm more of an independent. How about I got a friend? I don't know if you remember my friend Malcolm or not. He black as hell. He from New York. You remember Malcolm? Okay, He from New York. He registered Republican, and we was making jokes one day. He said, "Man, I don't know if white privilege exists or not," but he said, "I'll tell you this." He said, "I registered Republican, and they gave me a little sticker to put on my car, and I've been pulling over since."
I used to work with Malcolm.
Granted, I don't know if he does anything that he shouldn't be pulled over for, but that's just funny to me. They even said that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You want a real cigarette?
I got this for now.
That shit gonna kill your hiccups, nigga.
I'm struggling,
We can't
dude.
cut. We're going live, man.
We're live.
Oh, God, dude, no. These hiccups are fucking killing me.
I want to hear you giggling like you were an hour ago after each.
I can't because I got the fucking hiccups going.
Oh, motherfucker, something else.
If I try... Y'all fucked up.
Oh, crazy. But yo, AMF, what's it gonna take to get you back out there, though?
Thank you.
Yeah, see, this shit I do, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was quiet for too long, man. Now Shake don't ask any questions. That's what Shake does now. Anyway,
I'm dying with Eric here.
I hear you, but
Man, I don't know. Like, I mean, I say I'm semi-retired right now at the moment, but I'm not really sure what my motivation is there. I mean, on one hand, I feel like I'm kind of done with it because I just don't like it that much anymore.
how about for fun?
Well, like I say, I don't really like it.
He doesn't like it at all.
Why?
It's
He's
just
fucking weird.
It's just not that fun anymore.
Is it because it was a business to you at one point in time? Because you, I think,
Yeah, that's part
it
of
still
it.
hasn't been too much business. Like, even though it's became some of the business for me now, I still haven't really grown to hate it yet. Like, I really haven't made too much money off of this shit.
I
Like,
never grew to hate it.
He hates it.
No,
you just said you hate it, so I mean, you need to.
I
make
never
up
said
your
I
damn-
hate it.
You hate it.
Well,
I
you
said
need to
I
make your
don't
mind
like
up.
it. I said I don't like it.
Okay, so why not get back out there? Because I'm saying you was great, so we know you have the ability to do it. And if all else fails, like, I can use mentors and shit too. I call him my mentor and every damn thing. And granted, you can.
Please take my place.
I mean,
Man, Crusade, he sit there and say he hates that shit all he want to, man. He like that shit to a certain extent. He
I
like to fake
don't.
somebody.
I really
Man, you like to fake somebody look up to you. Fuck that shit, man. Stop that.
I like the fact that I'm acknowledged as, like, people say, the Crusade method.
At the end of the day, he likes that shit. He may not admit it. He likes that shit.
I admit that I like the fact that people try my fucked up method of doing comedy that I don't think anybody should do,
you're the new Keith Terry.
including me.
So what's the problem?
I can't do this with the fucking hiccups, man. It's killing me.
What's the problem? You don't want somebody to do your method? Is that it?
No, it's not. I don't recommend it for anybody.
Well, you recommend the fuck out of me. Nigga. You say you don't recommend it.
No, I didn't recommend it to you.
Yes, the fuck you did, man.
No, I
I told
didn't.
you. I still try to write. This is hilarious. I still try to write. But I told you, this guy saw my notebook and told me, like, yo, you know you're funny, right? And then he pretty much got to a point where now every time I try to write some shit, I can't write as much because I keep hearing that motherfucker's voice. Like, you know you're funny, right? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's my fault. Like, don't let that stop you from writing stuff.
No, I still write.
I got it.
I don't write as extensively as I did. You know what I'm saying? I used to write my shit on an essay form. Like,
Yeah, you don't have to write the whole fucking paragraph. Like, you don't have to write the whole thing out as a monologue.
I gotta call mercy on Eric with the hiccups.
I'm sorry.
This has been For Posterity, the podcast with Aaron Michael Fox.
Say your name. You just like something off the line. King just now, my nigga. Fuck.
Eric Crisan, and
This is Shane, man. What's up, people?
all right, we'll catch you next episode with For Posterity.